All right, so the other semi-final game will be at the Accra Stadium where Cameroon will take on favourites Nigeria. Joining me on the phone lines to do more in terms of preview on that game is Cameroonian journalist Aka Ayamba. Aka, thanks so much for joining me. Big game, of course, at the Accra Stadium. You've seen Cameroon, you've seen Nigeria in this year's competition. Nigeria started on a jerky note, but eventually won their last two games to reach this stage. And Cameroon, what an exceptional performance they've exhibited going into this competition, and especially in this year's competition. Where do you see this going?
Good morning to all the listeners. And, well, it's going to be a very, very tough one, I tell you, because the Cameroon-Nigeria game has always been a very, very tough one. But I will tell you mostly in the male category. But in the female category, Nigeria and Ghana were far ahead of us, Cameroon, when it comes to female football. But in yesteryears, Cameroon has already bridged the gap between Cameroon, Nigeria, and Ghana. So today we are able to compete with the likes of Nigeria. Before, they used to beat us 7-0, 8-0, 9-0. But today, that's not the case anymore. I see a game that will be very, very tightly contested. Yes, Cameroon started the competition in a very good note, a very good footing without any defeat, and came from 1 goal down to beat Mali by 2-1, and then brushed Algeria 3-0 and 1-1 against Ghana. Nigeria didn't start well. They lost to South Africa, but along the process of the competition, they picked up steam and qualified for the next phase of the competition. And that is one aspect that I believe Nigeria is going to be very, very deadly because they have tasted defeat before. Secondly, Nigeria are favorites to win this game, even though they are favorites to win this game because one of their experience. Two, there's the pressure of the defending champion coming out on top in every game. So I think Nigeria stands as favorite, but they should be very, very careful. This is a Cameroon that has been revitalized. The Cameroon national team or female team that there is that hunger and desire and appetite for victory or for success. So they left home with a lot of support from the Cameroonian public, where they thought they went right to the finals in the last edition that we hosted. This time around, there is that desire to go past the finals, and why not lift the cup? So it's the final before the finals, and we just hope the likes of Gaël Nganamout, the likes of Abouti Ongene, Gobelek Genevieve, Mefemutu Fallon, and Mani Christine, the captain, is going to ginger the girls to that glorious dawn.
Of course, the final before the final. Thanks so much, Aka Ayamba, Cameroonian journalist, for joining me this morning here on the show. Definitely we'll do more in terms of the build-up to that game this afternoon. It's at the Accra Stadium, 3:30. That's the first game of the day, first semi-final, 3:30 at the Accra Stadium between Nigeria and Cameroon. And then in the evening, 6:30, that will be at the Cape Coast Stadium, South Africa. We'll take on Mali. So we'll see how it will go. By close of day today, we'll know the two teams that will play in the grand finale on Sunday at the Accra Sports Stadium. Well, away from the African Women's Championship, the Black Maidens are expected in town in the coming days following their exit from this year's FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup in Uruguay. Now, Ghana, after dazzling teams in the first round, failed to go past the quarter-final stage. Now, veteran coach Jay Sapon wants the team to the team kept for the next Black Princesses.
We have to keep them together and then move them from there, from 17 to 20, 20 to the Queens. As we do this, we still source out for other players who are coming up. The basic of the foundation of all this is the schools. It's the schools. From there, get them balls, get a pilot school somewhere. During the holidays, they can go there, attack coaches to them. All over the country, the women's football is played, I know for sure.
All right, Jay Sapon speaking on the Black Maidens team. Well, one player who will be hoping to get Coach Maxwell Konedu and his boss Kwesi Appiah's attention for a Black Stars call-up in the coming days or coming months is striker John Entry. Now, the Egyptian-based striker has been training for days now after becoming the top foreign goal scorer in the Egyptian football with 63 goals. Entry has been speaking to us after achieving that feat.
Very happy to achieve this feat. You know, it's not easy. Playing outside Ghana is very difficult, and also in North African countries. As we all know, most of the players, when they come to these countries, it's very difficult for them to adapt. So for me to be able to adapt and achieve this feat, I would say I'm very happy for that. Yeah.
What has been the trick for you? Because as you mentioned, very, very difficult for other players from the other side of the continent to adapt in Egypt.
Well, I would say it's been hard work. Since the day I stepped foot here, I've been working really hard and also with determination. Like I'm saying, it's all about hard work. When you come here and you really work hard, I think anything you set your mind on, you can achieve it.